There is a term known as digital footprints. Let's find out what that is. Digital footprints are the things we leave behind while using the internet. We are using the internet every day to visit different websites, to check our mail, to search something we want to know about, and so on. But if we think that while leaving that website, all we did there will be automatically erased, well, that wouldn't be entirely true. It's like even if you physically leave a room, your footprint can still remain in the room that you were in. Similarly, when we leave a website, we always leave behind some kind of information. Now, we need to understand what type of footprints we are leaving behind and how this will affect us in the future. There are two ways in which we can leave digital footprints. The first one is actively, and the second one is passively. Let me explain these types a bit more with examples. For passively leaving digital footprints, when we visit a website and search things or click on things we want to see, we are indirectly giving information about the things that we are interested in. For example, if I was looking to buy a printer online, I would go to an online shop to search for printers. But after a while, I would start seeing more ads on printers or more products related to printers. We've all felt this to some extent. This is known as passive digital footprints. So while I did not knowingly give any information to these websites, they observed my behavior and somehow collected these information by themselves. So what is actively leaving digital footprints? Let's say I'm creating a profile on social media. There, I am knowingly giving information about myself, such as my interests and hobbies and so on. So when we are knowingly leaving information about ourselves in the internet, that is considered as leaving active digital footprints. On the other hand, when information about us is being collected without us even knowing about it, that is considered as passive digital footprints. Now, you might be wondering, how do these information get collected without us knowing about it? How are we leaving passive digital footprints? Well, we are all using different kinds of online shops to buy things. Especially during this time of me recording this video, the world is under a pandemic, so we don't have another option. And social media is something that a lot of us cannot live without these days. So while we're using these web services, we are passively leaving digital footprints. But the question is, how? To answer that question, we need to be familiar with a term called cookies. Not the delicious biscuit like confectionery cookies. Rather, these are computer cookies, which are a bit different. Cookies in computers are basically small files with text data. Every time we visit a website, a cookie is sent from that website to our device, which gets stored in the browser that we used to access that website. So a small file gets stored in our browser every time we visit a website, and these small files are known as cookies. So what's the purpose of cookies? If I go back to the previous example of me trying to buy a printer online, I accessed the website and searched for printers. So I received a cookie from the website, and me searching for printers gets stored in the cookies file. So next time when I visit that website again, the cookies files tells it that I was interested in printers. As a result, I start seeing more ads on printers or products related to printers. So the purpose of cookies is to help the website to keep track of your visits and activities. This is how websites can collect passive information about our interests without us even knowing about it. As a result, we are constantly leaving digital footprints all over the internet. And if we talk about social media, we are leaving digital footprints throughout our daily activities in social media. Let's say Facebook, for example. Every time we react to a post or like a page or comment on a friend's post and so on, we are sharing our digital personality with the people of the internet. Now, many people may think, yeah, so what? What's the big deal if we are leaving digital footprints everywhere? Well, if we are not careful about the things that we are leaving behind on the internet, it might come back to haunt us later on. Many companies today go through a person's social media to ensure if the person is actually who they claim to be in their CVs. If our digital footprint shapes our digital personality in a way we do not want to represent ourselves, then that could create a negative image about us. So it's a lesson for all of us to be careful of the things we leave behind on the internet.